Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Hey.
Jenny, yeah, the Jenny that she lives also from the Europe, Slovakia,
Yes.
right, Jenny?
No,
Yes.
Lucy is from Slovakia, but I am from Germany.
Oh, Germany. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi,
And
Jenny.
welcome,
Young people.
everybody. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. Hi,
I feel
Jenny.
I
Hi,
feel so blessed to be like have the opportunity to be an MC, but I'm also a little nervous. It's my first time like having I think this big kind of a Zoom meeting. So that's why we will see how it goes.
Mhm. Nên Vinh có livestream không Vinh hả? Chuẩn bị luôn anh nha.
Like nãy giờ luôn rồi đó.
Yeah. So, Mr. Rumi, so
Yes.
so what you advise us about look like the for new people? They look like the last time we talking about with the Mr. Eli, and
Yes.
he give me the one picture for sure. They look like the 1 to 10 step for the look like the new people.
Yes.
What to do?
That's
What?
good too. Like because different people use or work differently, you know. So
Uh,
for those who would like to learn or follow some physical, I would say paper guidance material or book or booklet, then it will be good for them. But I'm gonna explain later how our company, the distributors, we have actually four different categories, I think three or four of distributors. And you have to understand how they think and how they work so you could guide them into the right system, you know. The older generation have a different mindset and the younger generation have a different mindset. So you have to adapt what's good for them. Okay, what's good for them.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand now. Yeah, because uh, we were very interesting about the brochure from Eli.
Yeah, that's good because it's proven. Eli had been doing that for a long time. Even when we started 20 years ago, he's been doing that kind of training already. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we have you have something that training from the New York office.
No, I hardly go there anymore. I do a lot of like Zoom and online training now. You know,
Okay.
instead
Yeah.
of traveling.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Miriam the live near there. But if you have a look like offline the training from the New York office, please
Yes.
let she know, and she have
Yes.
some downline there. The ring
Okay.
to the office New York.
Okay.
Visited the office the first time few weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
just wanted to know where they are, what's going on, where.
They are in Queens, but there are hardly any meetings there already. Some of the old timer distributor every now and then would do presentations there.
Mhm,
But like I said, not really much anymore at the New York office. You know,
mhm,
we have switched actually to online. Like because I talked to Kaoru, the manager there, and she even tells me like much of the sales coming in at the New York office now are coming online. It
Oh,
wasn't like when we started 20 years ago, 15 years ago, where we would go to the office every week and bring people there. It has changed. It has changed. Yes. And I
oh,
actually will discuss more about that. Yeah, because
mm,
the landscape, the way of doing business have changed a lot in
mm,
20 years that I'm with the company. It has changed a lot.
yes.
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah. Hai anh Cường, hai Mr. Davis.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good
Morning, Romy.
morning.
How are you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. I'm in New York now. I brought the mangoes from Florida.
Too hot, right? Too hot in
Yeah,
Florida.
it's getting too hot in Florida now. It's like in the 90s, you know.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. It's nice to be able to move around in different
Yes.
to different season, huh?
I just go back and forth, back and forth.
Right, that's right. Excellent.
Uh,
So you have another property? That's another one in the Philippines.
yeah, I have another one in the Philippines. I just bought one now in Okinawa from Mr. Oshiro. I
Oh,
have like a penthouse on top of the building that they're building right now. It will be probably finished next year, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okinawa.
Yeah.
wow. Incredible.
Your house is a penthouse. It's over top the near. I saw
Yeah,
that. I saw the your house the near the Mr. O'Zero house.
yeah, the top one.
Yeah, the
You
top
got
one.
one
Yeah.
too. Did you get one too, Diemla?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
one
I
over
got
there
one
too.
too. Yes,
And I have a one there. Yeah.
yes,
It's
yes.
the when I the my title 62.7. I have a 300,000 the foot down.
Oh,
300
okay.
là yeah 300 300.000 là sao? 300
300,000.
300,000.
300,000. Yeah, foot down in the house over there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much does this cost? How much is it worth? A million?
The one I get is 1.5 million.
Yeah,
Oh my
1.5. Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big house. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like
Jenny.
two way back in March, I got this big bonus. So I made over $1 million in 1 month
Wow.
with a big bonus. So I said, put in 400,000 into that penthouse. You know?
Yes. Yes. Me too. The last time the same thing. I
Yeah, the
have
bonus, right?
the bonus. Yes, I put a 300,000
Oh
on
yeah,
my house over there too.
yeah. So we could
Yeah.
finish right away. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next year we go there celebrate for the new
Yeah,
house.
next year, yes.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
That'll be
So when are
good.
you going to be completed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
next
year.
year. Next
Oh,
year.
Next
Yes,
year.
next year.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Davis, when he becomes 62.3, the foot down one there, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be nice. That's going to be one of my remaining 20 goals out
Yeah.
of 100 goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's your 100 goals going, Miriam?
Oh, it's going. It's
It's
going.
going
Yeah.
good.
Always ready to write them down. Always.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
For today, I write some more.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, when you're talking to Mr. Videra, you got to write a bunch of goals down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But the
Mhm.
first one I wrote down that you told me not to look for prices in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mistakes.
That's
Yeah.
very nice. Yes. Only Ina just look like the very, very big opportunity for anyone, huh? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. We have
Welcome
Jenny
anyone. Yes.
Huang Nguyen.
Yes,
Hello,
she's
hello.
my mom.
Chào chị Hoa nha.
Oh, she's your
Oh,
mom, Jenny. Hi,
Yes, my
how are
mom.
you?
Nice
Like the
welcome chị Hoa
precious
nha.
person.
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yes. Hello Bi Chang.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Vladimira.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Hello Kimmy.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Hi,
just got back
Kimmy.
from church. Yeah, I'm trying to get
Yeah.
back in the Zoom very soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
anyone
we,
that doesn't know, I just wanted to say my mom, her English is not like that good, but maybe the Vietnamese people can talk with her in Vietnamese. But otherwise, my mom, her English is really simple.
yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Very super, huh? She have a very lovely girl.
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Yes. I wish the one day that my daughter the same you. Look like
Really?
you. Yeah, I have my daughter 4 year old. But I all the time I saw Lucy. I say I wish that one day that my daughter look like you and Lucy. Yeah.
That's so cute. And right
Yeah.
now you were talking about her, she's like stepping in the right time. Hi, Lucy.
Hello,
Hi
Amy.
Lucy. Yes.
Hello, Kozia. Hello, Judy.
Hello
Hi,
con.
Miriam. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Mr.
Hi,
Verdera.
Jen.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
David. Hello. Nice to
Hello.
see you.
Mr. Romy, you
Yes.
remember the Lucy?
Yes, I remember all the faces.
Yeah, but you remember Lucy the saw the see you the from Okinawa um from the birthday Mr. Osiro. I took Sigo there
Uh-huh.
and take the picture with you. I told you that she only just 21 year old and she become Sigichu Doctor.
Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
her.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yeah,
Very
she the
honored to
leader
have you on
from
this Zoom
Okinawa.
today, Mr. Romy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
yeah, she the
Are you,
youngest.
Yeah, the youngest does three.
Yes, the youngest, that three. Yeah.
Mr.
Yes.
Romy, are you now in Florida or are you in New York?
Right now I'm in New York. I
Ah,
actually came here a week ago. I was
mhm.
supposed to fly back there, but I changed my mind. I'm just gonna
Ah,
stay here for another week.
that's so nice. And are
Yeah,
you coming to
I just go where I like to to stay,
whenever you want?
wherever I want.
And are you
Yeah.
coming to Okinawa this June?
Yeah, I'm going to Okinawa. I'm
Okay.
probably gonna fly. I'm flying. Actually, I'm booked ready to fly on the 17th. So
17.
I'll be there in the 18th near the airport. I'm just gonna stay near the airport.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you fly straight to Naha?
Yeah, Naha. No. There's no straight flight to Naha from New York.
Ah,
We always fly to Tokyo first
uh-huh.
with Japan Airlines, and then from Tokyo to Naha. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Then I wish you a safe flight, and I'm very happy to be seeing you there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Vladimira. Uh,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? You look good.
Thanks. Yeah, made it home. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Mr. David, did you get your hair cut?
Yes.
Oh, you noticed.
Yes.
Yes, I
Uh-huh.
did.
And Vladimira too. I see both of you having haircuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a few days already, for a week. Thank you.
Looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
Chú Cường là
Hello,
lúc
em chào
nào
cả
cũng
nhà
looking good
nha.
hết. Yeah.
Hello,
Chào
mẹ.
chị Thảo nha.
Hello,
Yeah.
mẹ.
Chào,
Yeah.
chào anh Cường, chào Diễm La, chào cả
Hello,
Yeah.
chị
hello, chị
Hoa,
Thảo.
chào Jenny nhá. Chúc
Chào
Jenny năm
Hi,
nay
hello.
chào Thảo
Yeah.
Hiệp.
Yeah.
ahoy.
Hello,
Chào mừng
bác Hoa.
chào con
Chào anh Vinh, chào cả
Hôm nay
nhà.
con của bác Hoa tỏa sáng.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tỏa sáng.
Yeah.
Anh
Bữa nay mình nhớ chụp hình nha. Chụp hình xong rồi mình để lên group cho mọi người bỏ motivate nha.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so
Vậy
many
là
people are coming in right now.
yes. Uh-huh. They wait 3 more minutes. We start, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we wait everybody.
Yeah.
Because it's normally that this Sunday everybody go to church and take care family. That's why maybe they late just 5-10
Yeah,
minutes. Yes.
me also.
But but so I wonder. So thank you, Mr. Romy, and he come early more than me, and then 20 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's speaker, but he go the first time. He waited everybody. Oh my
So
God.
normally the speaker came last, right?
Yes, yes. Because he looked like a grandpa and Ray grandpa. That's why he wait all the children come the full house. Right.
Yeah.
Diem, are you
Yeah.
in where are you now? In Asia still? Where are you?
Yes, I'm in the Vietnam now, but I just from Singapore. I just back to Vietnam only just 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in Malaysia and Singapore, and I just back in
okay.
Vietnam. Yes.
Beautiful pictures of your family and you.
What time is
Yes.
there now?
It's now is 2 a.m. morning.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
wow.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you so much for putting so much effort in it.
Yeah.
I wait on everybody today. That's why I say that no sleep today. I wait and to see everybody. I miss everybody. That's why more energy
Miss
and
you
more.
too.
Yeah,
That's so
yes.
cute.
So excited. Yes. And when I saw Mr. Roommate, I'm so excited too because I thought I come early in the Zoom, but when I joined the Zoom, I saw him. I said, "Oh my God, he come
Already
early more
here.
than me." Yes.
I always want to
Yeah.
make sure I connect. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's why the yeah, yesterday I take you about the picture from the Foster, and
Yes.
this morning I take you about the link, the Zoom, not sure the everything, but I
Yes.
uh, I don't think that you come early more than me. That's why more experienced.
Yeah. So what time is it there in Vietnam right now?
It's 2 o'clock morning.
In the morning.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 o'clock and 10. Yes.
Yeah,
In the morning.
in
Yeah.
the morning.
In the morning. Yes.
Yeah.
2 a.m. Yeah. 2 a.m. now. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jenny and Miriam, we ready now. And
Okay.
yeah,
Right?
today that we have two special MC. One the from USA, then for one the from Europe, and everybody that give them the host and please welcome the two MC for the English, the United team. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. So hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are, whatever time zone you are. So welcome. I would like to welcome all of you to our English Zoom with our USA team. And before I introduce our special guest today, I see some new faces here. So welcome, who are joining us for the first time. That's wonderful. I'm so happy. And I see many familiar faces who join us every 2 weeks. So welcome, welcome. My name is Miriam. I'm originally from Slovakia and I live in the United States, in New Jersey. And I'm very happy to be your MC today with my dear friend Jenny from Berlin. Jenny.
Hi. Welcome everybody to the special Zoom. At first, I want to thank you all for taking part in this. And I really feel honored to be the MC of this Zoom. And it's also my first time, so bear with me. And my name is Jenny. I'm 30 years old, and I was born and raised in Germany. I currently live in Berlin, and I was working as a hairdresser before. Then my mom bought me a K8 machine, and I was like in love with the machine, and that's where my journey started. Yeah. And I just want to say that I'm really thankful to have this opportunity, and I'm really excited to have this Zoom. Yeah. And for anyone who's new or maybe don't know, I just want to say today we have also two special hosts who are Ziemla and also David Lee. And maybe you can introduce yourself and say a few sentences.
Yeah, so
Yes, hi, my name is David Lee. I'm welcoming everybody to join our Zoom today. Today we are extremely ecstatic about having our main guest speaker is Mr. Romy Vadera. He's currently from New York. I was very fortunate to meet him in Florida, and boy, you are in luck today to have him here with us, and he's going to give us some really valuable insights and tips and all this stuff on opportunity. If you are not joining us or you haven't joined us yet, my gosh, you don't know what's in store for you. So I live in Tucson, Arizona. I've been here for since 1985. So that's the only place I live, and I had a chance to visit many other states thanks to Yimla, who's the ones that introduced me to this business opportunity, and I had a chance to meet many wonderful people like you around the world, and had opportunity that I didn't never had. I haven't had that many opportunity to travel and to meet different people before. And thanks to this opportunity, I'm able to be here, have freedom of time, freedom of finance. And like I said, I set this 100 goals 4 or 5 years ago. I still have 20 more to go. I've accomplished 80 so far. I still got 20 more goals years to go. 20 more goals to do. And one of them, which is a house in Okinawa next year, right? Hopefully. I'm going to follow Yimla. So anyway, welcome everybody. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm just going to listen and take notes and just be like everybody else. Welcome. And Yim?
I will root for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Proud.
thank you.
So welcome anyone. So my name Diem La. Curry, I live at Richmond, Virginia. So when I talk with you now, I'm in Asia now from Vietnam, 2 o'clock a.m. Yes. And I'm so excited for Zoom today because we have the big upline, Mr. Romy, that share with us a lot more experience and that teach us how to do the successful with the United business. I've been with United over 9 years. So after 9 years, so I have the time freedom and financial freedom, and I can travel anywhere I want and help my team around the world. I'm so happy in my life because I choose United, and United, the very big business opportunity for anyone. So thank you and welcome anyone for the English Zoom today. Yes. Thank you.
thank you, Diemla. Thank you. So I just
Yes.
want to say how special today is. Truly special because we have a truly inspiring person with us joining us today, Mr. Romy Verdera. And I have known him only for 2 months, but I have to tell you something. He has inspired me more, and not only me, but many more people, more than anyone else in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, it's my great privilege to introduce Mr. Romy Verdera. And I just have a few notes, and I want to introduce, like, who is he? Many of you maybe say, oh, who is he? Tell us more about him before he starts to tell us his story. I don't want to tell his story, but I just say a few notes. Mr. Verdera was born and raised in the Philippines and moved to New York with his beautiful wife when he was 22. Through faith and years of dedication, he helped establish and grow Enagic leadership in the United States. He has been with the company for over 20 years and has achieved the 6A12-8 rank, one of the highest and most advanced levels within Enagic's compensation plan. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Verdera. He wanted to become a priest. I know about that. I know about him that he wanted to become a priest, but God had a different plan for his life. So now he's a successful global entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, Christian lay teacher. His YouTube channel has 10 million subscribers. He's a philanthropist, writer, and a loving husband, father, and grandfather. He's a man who not only talks about faith, but let me tell you, he lives his faith in his daily life. And I've seen it. So he has built 10 churches in the Philippines. That says it all. That says it all. And like I mentioned, I had the opportunity to meet him 2 months ago in his oceanfront beach house in Florida. And what stood out most to me was his humility, his genuine heart for people. And today he will be sharing his powerful message titled "The Door You Did Not Know Was Open." So please, everybody, let's open our minds, open our hearts to the doors and opportunities that we have not seen before. So Mr. Verdera, welcome again. Welcome to
Thank
our...
you. Thank you. I like the title, The Door That You Did Not Know is Open for You, you know.
Yes.
because because
Yes.
like looking back, that's exactly how I feel I experience life, you know. I mean, you see a door, you come in, and then you live there and stay there, and then there's another door going next door, which is bigger than the previous one, you know, and it goes on and on and on until now. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my story, and he said about 30, 40 minutes, and then we can have a question and answer if you have any questions, you know, about the business or about anything. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like you said, okay, my wife and I came to America when I was 22, she was 18, and we live in an apartment in Brooklyn. My first job was a filing clerk. I was selling like Dunkin' Donut part time, you know. And until I was 28 years old, I didn't know that there was another life available. Okay. What happened was I was invited to a meeting, an opportunity meeting like this one we are doing now in the Zoom. If there's anybody of you here who are not in the business yet, I was like that. I was just a spectator with an open mind, okay, at the time. Actually, in the beginning, my mind was closed. I said, why would I do anything else? I'm so tired from my 9 to 5 job and my part-time job. After the 9 to 5 job, I don't have time for anything anymore. You know? But then when I attended an opportunity meeting, I said, "Oh my gosh, there's a different way of life of living," because I've heard from people in that company before. It was many years ago, decades before, the opportunity and the way they live. That's why, like, I enjoy doing this Zoom presentation and then talking to groups because when I go, for instance, to these big events, big convention, like I will be in Okinawa in a few weeks, and there will be thousands of people there. A lot of them will approach me and say, I heard you like years ago when I was just like a 1A or a 3A and I was starting, and now I am like they're dash 3, dash 4, dash 5, you know, their life changed from some stories that I said. And that's the same thing that happened to me when I was younger. I heard the success story of other people, and it opened my mind to the possibility that I could become like them. So now I have become like them, and I changed the lives of many people. 20 years in this business. Actually, when I got promoted 2 months ago, March, to DAS 8, I reviewed how many people there are in my whole organization. We count them by the units, you know. You have a back office that shows how many machines were purchased, how many units, and I have over 2 million around the world units, distributors. Now, some distributors buy like called trifecta, so three positions. So it's not really 2.4 million people because some came in with three positions, you know. So, but still, millions of people around the world I have, you know, and it developed in 20 years. But I started like everyone else. Like when I started 20 years ago, I was broke. I had no money. I had no job. Actually, when I told my wife I'm gonna attend a meeting in California because a friend was inviting me to watch this presentation about Enagic, my wife said, "You're going to California. We have no money. How are you gonna go there?" So my friend is paying for my airfare and my hotel. He's gonna pick me up at the airport. My friend JV. And sure enough, I went and I heard this opportunity for the first time, you know. So I came back to New York, purchased my machine on payment plan because I really don't have the money. At the time, with a very little down payment, I was able to purchase. And I said, next month, I have to be able to make a sale so I could pay what I purchased. You know? And the thing is, before joining this company, uh, I already have experience in sales because I was with other companies before Enagic. Okay, like I was 28 years old when I quit my job and said to myself, I'm not gonna go on a 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life. I don't want to go that way. Okay, because even way back in the Philippines, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be on my own business. I mean, whatever it is, it might just be a little store as long as it's a business, you know. I don't want to work on a desk on a 9 to 5 job. But then when I came to America, I realized like I cannot have a business in America when I was young because I had no capital to start until I saw this opportunity called network marketing, where you can start with a little money, you know, and build an organization. I was so fascinated by the power of network marketing, where you bring in 5 people, and if they bring in 5 others each, that's going to be 25 people. And if those 25 people brings 5 each, it becomes like 125 people, and then 625, then 3,000. I love that uh, multiplication or duplicating yourself through other people. And I remember I think it was Henry Ford who had this quotation: I would rather earn 1% of 100 men's effort than 100% of my own effort. That got stuck to my mind. 1% of 100 men's effort, you know, instead of just 100% of my own effort. So I live by that all my life with that philosophy, to the point where today the check just keeps coming in from the override from the whole organization that I have built around the world. You know, we have over 40 offices around the world, so many countries, and we can build business everywhere. And I started just here in New York, where I am. Okay, so 20 years ago, I purchased my machine. And in the last 20 years, the way of doing business evolved. Okay. The first 10 years, we were doing the business the traditional way. We still do it now, you know, but it's evolving because of the internet, because of online marketing, and now AI is getting a lot easier, you know. So, I would say the first 10 years, we really go from house to house. You would do 10 presentations in 10 different houses, and you might sell one or two, you know. But when I started 20 years ago, it took me only 3 months, 90 days to become a 6A. That's the first like 100 group sale, okay? 90 days, 3 months. And the reason why was, like I said, before I joined this company, I was with other companies. So I already have a list of names of people that I have worked with in the previous companies, and I called many of them. Many of us come into this company at different levels. Some are just starting, and this might be your first company to join. Some of you came from another company and joined here. But like I said, everybody starts, like I start as a 1A and move my way up to 6A in 90 days. And then I help the people below me to build the business. So the first 3 months, I had my 100 groups. And now, it doesn't mean that I did 100 prospects, because if I look back on those first 90 days, and this is a very good thing to remember, okay? I have my calendar. I see that I was doing 2 or 3 demonstrations every day. Every day. Could you imagine that? 2 or 3. After I finish from one house, I go to the next house, drive there, and do a presentation again. Maybe 2 in the afternoon, and then one at night. And then I come home like late at night. Tomorrow you do it all over again, because I had a goal. I had the goal of becoming a 6A right from the start on my first 90 days. That was my goal, and I made it. So it started as a one-on-one presentation, and then becomes 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 people, and became group, and then it became like restaurant presentation or church basement presentation, or a big group in one house presentation. I must have, if I look at my calendar, I did about 40 presentation each month on my first 3 months. That's 120 presentation. That's how I built my business. Uh, and that's probably about 500 prospects. 500 prospects. 400 of them did not buy. But that's okay. I have my 100 that made me into a 6A. Okay, because some of you would say, "Oh, I talk to everybody, and nobody wants to listen, nobody wants to buy." I say, "So how many is everybody?" Well, 5 of my friends and 2 of my brothers and sisters. No, you need a whole lot of numbers. Okay, this is a real business. Okay, so that's how we did it. I would say, the first 10 years. So I started in 2006, up to about 2016, and then 2017, 18, 19, internet came along, and the younger generation of distributors, network marketers started joining the company, and they know how to market online and to connect to people on social media. Okay, and then pandemic came, which is 2020, 21, 22, 23. Nobody could go out of the house to do presentation. And I thought the business would collapse, because hardly can anybody do demos at the time. Everybody's locked in. I was actually locked in the Philippines. I was vacationing them there. And then March 23, 2020, the airport closed. So I was stuck there for, like, I think 5 or 6 months. And then I realized the sales continues despite the pandemic. 2020, 2021, it grew big. I said, what's happening? I mean, who's making the sales when everybody cannot go out and do the demo? And then I found out it was this online marketing people joining our company in my downline. So my volume went bigger, and the check grows bigger, and it was happening online. So another 20 years, from 2016 to 2026 now, those are the next batch of 10 years, where the onliner people, the younger generation, came. And we have now, actually, more than half of the whole company's business is happening online with the help of technology. And then the other less than half is still happening the old way. And then we have the hybrid way. The hybrid way is there are people who knows technology. I mean, to connect through email, through Facebook, through Zoom, and then also do it face to face. Okay, that's the hybrid way. Okay, now we like I said, when if you're gonna ask me what is the best way to build this business, my answer will be it depends. You know, actually, it depends on the age of the person joining you, and it depends on how. Um, I mean, I would say how adapted they are to the new technology on the internet. Okay, so that's how I build this past 20 years. Half of them the old traditional way, and then the second half of the 20 years, the newcomers came in. Now I'm part of the old generation who who has been building the business the old way. Okay, it's harder for us. Okay, this is how the big picture of the whole company is now. We have, I would say, the 60s and above. Okay, 60s and above. And many of the people that work with me who are 60s and above, the traditional way, are not really much into social media or the internet or the online thing. You send them emails, you tell them to look up on Facebook or watch a YouTube video, and they don't even know how to click. They say, I don't know how to click. They're asking me this, they're asking me that, and they could not connect. It's true with everybody. I would say 60 and above. Then you have the 40 to 60. They're like hybrid. Okay, they know email, they know Facebook, they know YouTube, social media, but still they are not, I would say, as good as the younger generation who grew up with a cell phone using social media, and that's how they build the business, social media. Okay, so you have the 60s and above, you have the 40 to 60, and you have the 20 to 40. These are the ones mostly who really grew up with this, and they say, I mean, why would I go from house to house talking if I could send them a video to watch, you know? Like a YouTube video, or I could send them to a landing page. I send them an email and the presentation they could watch, and then they can decide. Okay, a lot of the younger generation are doing that now. So what I'm saying is, if you are bringing in distributors, try to figure out what's the best way for them to build the business. Okay, you have to guide them into the right way according to their background. Okay, now when pandemic came and this online marketer started joining, uh, I did not really become so aware of it until after the pandemic, like 2024, 2025, when my sales volume keeps on going bigger and bigger. And then I started visiting the different groups. For instance, I have a group in Australia. They are younger. I went there, and in my first event with them, there were like 500 of them. They look like college campus. You know, when I went there, they're all young. In Australia, I was in Sydney and I was in Brisbane. And then one time I was here in New York. I was doing a demo, and one of my distributors, Filipina distributors from New Jersey, attended, and uh, and she's a 6A, and she told me, she said, Romy, Sir Romy, this is the first time I see a demonstration when I was doing the PS drop and doing a demo at the New York office. I said, this is the first time you saw a demonstration and you're a 6A. So how did you become a 6A? Online. So I'm telling you, to the younger generation, you might want to look at really this online system. Okay, the older ones, we might learn how to do the business by having a reading material. Okay, like for instance, Demla is saying that they had a Zoom meeting with one of my downline in California, Eli. Okay, Eli Angelina was with me from 20 years ago when we started, and I know they built big network marketing group. They're one of the biggest, the old way, and they still have this physical booklet guide brochure on how to build the business, and you approach people face to face. So it still works. Okay, my downline Cynthia, she is one of the tops. She's a DAS 7, I think one of the richest distributor, and she does it the old way. Okay, at the same time, like I said, I have several teams all over the world who are now online teams. You don't even see them on Facebook because they do not lead with the term say enagic or kangen on social media. Okay, because that's the way the onliners work. They lead with the opportunity. Like we have an online business, and we're doing good in our business. And if you're interested, let me have your phone number and email, and I will send you information. They lead them to a landing page. For instance, I was in uh, I was in Okinawa. I was in the Philippines. I was in Australia. I was in uh, Dominican Republic couple of months ago. When I was in Dominican Republic, there were like 200 of them. They're all onliner. They do the business differently. Like we were there for a week. The seminar was for 3 days online, and you see after every break of the seminar, everybody is on their cell phone posting their 1, 2, 3 minute video so that they could broadcast like the new things that they learn. Just like in the old way, like I mentioned, I had to go to 3 different houses every day and 3 different presentations. Now what they do is they post several times a day to reach out to people. It's all numbers game. What we call prospects or prospecting the old way, they call lead generation. You gather leads online on Facebook, you know. So basically, it's the same uh, strategy or way. Is actually communicating. You communicate what you have, your product, your company, your opportunity, your compensation plan, and you just have to communicate it to as many people as you can. Okay, now being that I'm the upline of everybody, including the onliners, and I get to attend their different platforms, their different sessions, their different events. I became aware, and I have learned the online way myself. Like earlier you mentioned, I have 10 million subscribers on YouTube. Do you know if you go to Fox News and you click how many subscribers Fox News have? 15 million. I'm going to have 15 million in another year, and I'm going to have the same number of subscriber as Fox News. And the thing is, if you learn how to go viral that way, I mean, you could sell. You could sell and you could engage people. It's called engagement. You engage them in conversation, and you present to them whatever your opportunity is. So
For me, I don't want to interrupt you, but when you're like starting talking about the online business, I think you're really right that this is like the future, and also for the younger generation. And I just want to tell you, I think it's very intelligent of you to say you have to adapt for the people, like their generations, and then see what's working for them the most. And I just wanted to ask you because, sometimes I can see younger generation, they have so many companies that they can choose to work with, right? And there are like so many also scammers with online marketing. And myself, it happened to me also like to see, oh, this is kind of good, but I'm not sure. So, what would you say for the people who are really interested, but they are scared to like start with for probably a magic? So, my question would be for you, just because I'm really interested. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to know, um, what why did you decided to work exactly with Enagic? So for the people who are really not know Enagic.
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, I have said most of my big picture of my story. We can go into a question and answer like
Ah,
you
okay.
asked now, you know. Uh, okay, I have spoken to the different team leaders of my online groups. Okay, I'm gonna explain like some of what they do and how they do it and why they are in an addict. For instance, I have one team. They're the biggest team in the whole of Enagic. This particular group markets over 6,000 units per month. I'm telling you, that's a lot. That's just their team. It's just one of the group. I remember when out of all the countries, marketing, we have the top country and the second top country. And at one point, New York was top, and we were selling 4,000 units in 1 month. And we are the top. Uh, uh, Actually, there was a time the whole United States was only selling 4,000 units at a time. And then India said, we will beat America, at the time. And they really did. It took them a long time. But when that was happening, they tried to beat us, and all they had to do was 4,000 units. Now, I have this one unit now, online group, doing 6,000 every month. Okay, and then some of their leaders, I asked them why. Why is it that they chose to join us in Agic instead of other companies? Okay, now there's one guy who became a DAS 3 in about 2 years, who is now, I think, a DAS 5. I met him in Okinawa last March when I was there for Mr. O's birthday. And he told me, he said, Romy, this online system that we are doing is not going to work with other companies. It only works with us in Enagic. And I never understood that before. I said, oh, I couldn't believe, what I'm hearing. And this is what he told me. Because he said, we are marketing online a high ticket item. Okay, now in the online business, they stress, if you want to reach more people, spend some money on advertising. Okay, and because we're selling a high ticket item, a 5,000 K8 or a 10,000 trifecta, or they even have a 15,000 quad, so that they could spend on advertising. And if they just make one sale, like they recoup all their advertising expenses. They
Cái
said
Zoom ông này anh có nhớ.
yeah, in other companies, you spend advertising. If you're selling a little item, you lose out. You won't survive because you're selling little item, and it costs money to advertise. And that's how it works on the online thing. Now, so again, why Enagic? Because I want to focus in your question, why Enagic? Now, that's number
Mhm,
one. We are selling a high ticket item.
mhm,
And I could say a whole lot of other things. Number two, we are a solid company. Some companies are like, they say out of every 100 companies that try to build, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, or 3% will remain open, and the other one will just drop away and go out of business.
mhm,
So we've been in the business 40, 50 years now. We got offices in all over the world. We have 40 offices around the world. We're a solid company. I've been with this company 20 years. From the time I started till today, I never miss my paycheck. It comes like clockwork all the time, never missed. Some other companies, you don't know how long you're gonna get paid, or how long they're gonna be stay on business. Like I would not. We only live once, You wanna bet your life on a solid company because they say, okay, all this technology, internet, they're like tools. It's like a hammer, but make sure you're using your tools and you're hammering the right thing.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're using a tool on the wrong thing in the wrong company. Next thing you know, years later, and you're out. Because in the 20 years I've been with Enagic and 20 years to other companies, I know after 20 years with other companies how good Enagic is. How good Enagic is. Like with most companies, for instance, especially network marketing companies, you need an army of people before you could make some money because you sell little products and you need a lot of people buying products consistently every month. Okay, in our company, even if you're a 6A and you lose everybody, you still sell one product, you still earn $2,000 plus with one sale. I tell you, in most countries outside the United States, the $2,000 one sale is a whole lot of money already. Like especially in the Philippines, for instance, that one sale. But the
But
good thing
that's
is, mhm,
I just want to say, so you have the experience, so you can tell by the difference because you work with this different kind of companies that you say that's why you have to trust in it because you can see the solid like that the company is always also existing since like over 50 years, right?
yes, yes,
And what
yeah.
exactly is the difference that you can tell? You can read the main differences you can see from the other companies and also Enagic?
Okay. Uh, we have a very good product. Okay, we have a very good product. The product is a standalone product, even if you're not doing network marketing, even if you're just selling the machine and the water and the benefits of the water, you can build a business out of it. And all our different products are like that. We have the M Guard, we have the Ukon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is there people will buy that product even without the compensation plan. Like on my first 10 years in Enagic, and many of the older generation of salespeople, they sell the product without even explaining the compensation plan and the opportunity, and people buy them. They buy the product for the water.
Mm,
Especially
that's
like
right.
Daniel DeMacali, he was making examples where uh, uh, if your house burned down and you lost everything, and what would you want to have first again when you build your home? And people will say, I want a counting machine again. That's the first thing they want. Like, I literally have, for instance, this young couple who joined me in the business years ago, and then they divorced, and then the young lady told me, he said, Uncle Romy, my ex-husband that I divorced, he said I could have everything if he can have the Kangen machine. Things like those. People value this water. They cannot live without it.
Yes,
So
I
we,
feel
we have a
also the
we have a good
same.
product. We have a good product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Mhm.
Verdera, from what you said, I see that we have a really good vehicle
Yes.
will get us where we want to be. So,
Yes.
and you said it perfectly. Why Enagic? Because it's a great vehicle behind
Yeah.
us.
Uh-huh.
And what do you have any tips or advice you would like to gift for anyone who started freshly in Enagic, like who is new in a community? Because those people sometimes are nervous. And what would you recommend to those who's just started this business and they are brand new, because you
Okay.
have so much experience, and we would like to learn from your wisdom and your
Okay.
experience.
Okay.
So
Again, it depends on the age. Okay. I would say if you're not into social media and all these things, and you're a little bit older, I would do it the old way we were doing it. Because the old way is, if I sell you a product, you're excited because you just bought the product and you just joined, you know. Call your friends, you know, tell them to come to the house, and now you need the upline to help in the presentation when that happens, because that's what I've been doing. Okay, when I sell somebody, I say, okay, invite your friends, and I explain the home plan. When they buy this, how much you make, you know. So they invite their friends, and I do my demo, and I just do it every day. So every time somebody buys, you have to strike the iron while it's hot. They're still excited at that time, you know. So it's easier for them to call their friends. Like, I want to show you something from Japan that's a good business or a good product, you know. So that's the old way. Now for the younger one, because the younger one, they have this question like, so how do I learn the business? Like, what do I do next? You know, and they want the social media way of building it. So what's your online platform? How to market this thing? You lead them now. Okay, now we have the EWS online system. Try, all of you should follow the EWS now, because this is what happened with our company. When the onliners came in, they are already expert in selling something different before they joined Enagic. Many of the leaders of the onliner team, you know. So when they joined Enagic, they learned the Enagic compensation plan, they learned the business, and then what they did was the system that they know outside of Enagic on how to market, they blend it with the Enagic model, and they created a training platform. For instance, in Australia, they call it the Freedom Era platform. Okay, where you sign up. I believe it was, I joined that before. It was $99 a month, and you learn everything there, like how to build a business, you know. And they built the whole country doing it that way. And then we have different groups like that. They have their own platform. Now, some people, some teams, they won't let you join their platform unless you buy a machine from them and become part of their business. And that's understandable. But there are other ones who will let you into their platform, learn how they do it, as long as you pay your monthly. For instance, there's this group called Online Empire by Brody Nitro. Okay, that's the one I lead people who want to learn it the online way. I said, okay, you enroll with Brody, it's 99 a month, teach you everything. And they have their community. They go on their big events in Bali, Indonesia, and every week they have Zoom, they have online training and everything. The online way. Those are for the younger generation. Okay. So you have to really, like I said, now at this point, figure out what fits them, because you're gonna lose them if you lead them to the wrong one. Okay, like if you as a younger guy, make a list of name of your friends, like the old way, you know, and then call your friends to go to a meeting, you might lose the younger guy. Because what's gonna happen is this younger person will meet another Kangen distributor who's saying, "Oh, you're doing that? You should join us in our online way. We have a system." And then you will lose the person because you introduced the wrong system, you know. So, like I said, we have now different groups practicing different ways of building it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Romy, for this advice. I think maybe I thought also sometimes in the wrong way. For example, my mom, she's
Mhm.
over 60, and she was also really struggling with the online thing. But I was like trying to encourage her, but for her, it's really like a little difficult, you know. And
Mhm.
She also right now works offline, and I can see that this is like more, it suits her more. And maybe I can like encourage her to go this way more instead of like just pushing the online thing, because sometimes I just can see she really wants it, but she doesn't know where to start, and that's why I think your advice is really like solid and really good. And but I want to ask you, for the younger generation, like for instance, I have spoken to some people about the online business, and sometimes if I'm getting like kept saying like no, I feel it's like a scam, I don't want to do this or something like that. Sometimes you get like disencouraged. And I want to ask you, do you have any advice for someone who's like working on the mindset? Because sometimes I think it's like sometimes people are scared of to failure, you know what I mean? And for me, I'm also a very critical person of myself, and I was always thinking, oh, I have to have a high degree to do energetic, or I have to being a CEO, or have a lot of experience. What advice would you give for those kind of people?
Okay, I would say, uh, even in the offline way, the old way, you will always have people who would say, "Oh, that's a scam. They're selling the machine so high because the commissions goes to the distributor." You're always gonna have that, Like 20 years ago, in fact, I have distributors who are like high in rank already, and they left me, and they say, "Oh,
Oh.
we found a different company. It's better." Somebody even told me, after we leave Romy, your business will go down, your commission will disappear and become small because we leave. I didn't listen to them. I just keep on doing, and again, like you mentioned before I wanted to become a priest and faith and everything. I You should have what's called a mindset, a pattern of success, that you anchor yourself, because without that, you're gonna be swayed left and right by everybody's mind.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
at a young age, I read a lot of the Think and Grow Rich book, The Magic of Thinking Big, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Agmandino. I followed Anthony Robbins. I follow Jim Rohn. You have to follow positive people, okay, so that your mind is always solid. Like, one thing I learned is, um, I have a lot of these different images. Like, I have a
mm-hmm.
friend, for instance. He said, there was this drum of water, and there were frogs. There were two frogs, and the two frogs trying to get out of the drum of water. And people would pass by and tell the frogs, "Oh, you're not gonna make it. You're just gonna die there at the water. You're gonna die there." And then he said they try and try, and one of them really died. Now the other frog kept on trying and trying. Eventually, he got out of the drum and he was free. And then the friend who told me the story, who is a businessman, said, "Romy, why did that other frog became free and got out?" I said, "I don't know." And then he said, "Because that other frog is deaf. He doesn't hear what the people were saying."
That's a beautiful story. I like it.
You're not gonna make it. If you listen to people, all the negative ones, you're gonna end up quitting. So that's one lesson I learned: not to listen to anybody when I was young.
Mm-hmm,
Not to listen to anybody. In fact, I learned about this Walt Disney. Walt Disney is one of the best, I would say,
mm-hmm.
ancient entrepreneur. And Walt Disney said, "You ask everybody's opinion. Ask everybody's opinion, and whatever they say, you go the opposite way. That's how you win."
So you would say consistency, believing in yourself. and
Yeah.
just don't listen to other people
Don't
and
listen to anybody.
surround yourself with people who are believing in you.
Exactly. If you're gonna tell me about business, about money, you have to be very, very rich, or I'm not gonna listen to you. You know, don't give me your
Yes, you
opinion.
follow
You know?
yeah, you follow people who are at the moment where you want to
Uh-huh.
become, right?
Uh-huh. So I surround myself with books and with all positive people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm telling you, I learned not to listen even to the people around the house, even to relatives and friends.
And so,
Especially it's not that they don't love you and trying to make you a failure. No, sometimes they mean good, but they don't know any better. So why listen to them? Yeah.
exactly. What a good advice, Mr.
Mhm.
Verde. Really good advice. We all learn this advice and remember this advice. And
Yeah.
another question came to my mind when I'm listening to you. What was the most challenging part for you when you started your business? I know there were many challenges. I remember one story also when how you said how your son told you that you are poor, right? And you said, I'm a rich man who is broke. I'm not poor. I'm a rich man. So I remember that story. I took lots of notes in Florida, what you
Yeah.
were saying. But what was the most challenging part for you when you started this business, and what helped you to get through those challenges? What
Mhm.
helped you? What we
Your
would like.
your your greatest challenge will actually be the battle in your mind. You know, building a business is a combination of mindset and skill set. Always remember that.
Mhm.
Mindset and skill set. Mindset is that being positive, being creative, being flexible, uh, guarding yourself from negativity of people around you. Because I see in my lifetime, people around me, they failed. They failed. Unfortunately, sometimes because of the spouse. Because of a negative spouse, unfortunately. Like I'm fortunate to have a spouse who sometimes is negative, but still let me do what I want. And then my family, family and relatives. Like I've been told, all you do is listen to tapes. You're like even in-laws. You're just a dreamer. Like really, you have to know your identity. Your identity. Like so when I was younger, like I said, I keep this battle of the mind, this imagery in my head. So when I was younger, I didn't even have a cell phone because I could not pass for a credit line to buy a cell phone. That's how bad my situation was before. I was so broke. And I attended the meeting somewhere in California. At the time, it was a different company. And because I didn't have a cell phone, I was young. My friend who invited me had to find me at the airport. And then when we went to this network marketing meeting by this big shot, he has a house on top of a mountain, on top of a hill, with a big swimming pool and a big bar and so many bedroom house and sports cars and everything. I said, and I was young, and I said to myself, one day I'm gonna be like this guy. Could you imagine me thinking like that? You know, you have to know your identity. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
we only have one life on this earth. I gotta make it right. Or I listened to a guy named Eric Worre. He's the best network marketing trainer. I would buy his courses and listen and listen and listen every day. Okay, because you're gonna fill your mindset with all positive things. That you're not gonna quit. You're not gonna listen to anybody. You only listen to successful people. You only listen to positive things. Where you are today is a combination of all your thoughts.
Yeah.
So you have to watch what you're thinking because you are programmed, you're going to change your own programming. And there's thing called garbage in, garbage out in
Mm-hmm.
technology, in computers. So your brain is like, it's like a computer. You put garbage in there and garbage gonna come out of it. So you have to have good things in it to make things come out. But I watch my brain. They say all the water in the world cannot sink a ship unless the water goes inside the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's right. That's really
my
beautiful.
yeah, so my
I
brain
will
is like
use
that.
this. I will
Uh-huh.
use this one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have a lot of those. I have a lot of those images. I make notes. I remember them. So
Yeah.
so I
I
read
have
the
to.
I
Mhm.
read the book Jonathan Livingston Seagull. You might want to read that book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, because seagulls they live near the fishing village, and they
Mhm.
get fed. They get fed by the village people who catch fish and throw away fish at them. One time the village disappeared, and a lot of seagulls died because they don't know how to fish. You know. But anyway, there's this one seagull. His name is Jonathan. I don't know why they called him Jonathan Livingston. Maybe that's the name of the author. He
Mhm.
would fly so high up the clouds, and all the other seagulls are like mocking him, and he just wants to fly high. And then he would fly down like an airplane, and he almost crashed sometimes, but he just wants to fly as high as he can. Seagulls don't do that. But that inspired me because eventually he flew so high above the clouds and he discovered something up there, that up there you don't even have to flap your wing. You just think, you go there, and you end up where you want with your brain, with your mind. He discovered something, things like those. I read and read and read. You might
Yeah.
want to read The Greatest Salesman in the World. We are in the sales business. You might as well read The Greatest
Mhm.
Salesman in the World by Agmandino. I literally memorized that book.
Oh, really? Okay,
Uh,
then I will want. I
the
want to read
Greatest
it.
Salesman in the World. Literally, I almost memorized it. So I'm a greatest salesman.
So, when I hear you talking, I think I have to also think about my mom because she is also like a person who's always say, you have to believe in it. You just have to do it. Don't think about it. Just
Yeah.
do it and believe in it. Romy, since you've been so long with Enegic and working for this company and built also this company with it, um, looking back, would you like do something differently when you look back for the 20
No.
years and more? That's
Uh,
that's a good that's a good answer.
uh, I would say, okay, and this is very important. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do differently is I would learn AI.
Oh,
This
okay.
this would be
Why
shocking to you.
exactly?
Let,
Yeah,
let me
why
explain to you
exactly?
why. Okay. Uh we see this is how society progress. We we started as the agricultural society. Everybody were farmers. Everybody were farmers. And then we started inventing the tractors that could make one farmer plant the food for everybody. And then the other farmers ran out of jobs. And then we entered the industrial era.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, everybody becomes like factory workers producing things by hand, by the machines. And then we move into the information age where you go into the city. There are no more factories. Factories are now automated. Like people don't
Yeah.
build cars anymore. The machine build the cars.
Mm-hmm.
Build the spare parts of the house. Everybody's becoming automated now. Robotics. So what do people do in the information era? Everybody just shuffles paper information. And now we became paperless era. Get
Mhm.
rid of the paper. Everything is digital now. All the information. Everybody is just like juggling information digitally. Okay, now, so came the internet era and it changes marketing like what we did now. What
Mhm.
happened now? Where this online marketer, internet marketer joined our company, brought in their internet marketing really is the same as the old way, except you connect people through social media, and it's all a numbers game. You need more numbers to close a sale. So
Mhm.
if we need 10, 20 demo before to sell one or two or three, now they need 50 leads to make one sale or 100 leads. But then it's easier. They don't spend much time on people now, this internet marketer, because they send the video, either you watch the video as a lead, or I'm not gonna talk to you more than 2 or 3 minutes,
Mhm. So it's like
because
sourcing out.
yeah, you just sort out people who's willing to join and buy. Like I'm not gonna explain to you for an hour
Mhm.
if you're not
Mhm.
gonna watch
Mhm.
a video. I'll go to the one who watched the video, and I'm gonna have another 100 people who watch the video. Whatever. So, internet now, a 2026, we enter the AI era and on. Everything will change in the next 3 to 5 years. Now,
Mhm.
here's the thing. Like you might wanna remember this. The reason why I get ahead almost of everybody is I have a lot of time to study. And I've been studying since I was young. Again, the principle is the knowledge that you do not know cannot help you. Okay, in the AI era, 3 out of 4 people will lose their jobs. Okay,
Mhm.
because now, for instance, in 2024, ChatGPT came in,
Yeah.
and then now 2026, this app called Claude came in. That changed the game again. Because what happens is everything that I can do as a marketer, okay, I can get into Claude and duplicate myself. It's called this getting deeper. The
Yeah.
the agentic AI.
But
Okay. For instance, Google gives you information. Okay. Chat GPT can advise you about the information. Google cannot do that. So
Mhm.
Google is obsolete now. A lot of old timer people still use Google to find the information. Like I'm going to Japan. So I go to my Chat GPT. What is the best airline? Because I
Mhm.
want to fly to Okinawa from New York and I want to fly business class. And ChatGPT gave me different options. Explain to me why this airline is better. If you want service, it's this airline. If you want cheap, it's this airline. If you want faster flight to there with not much connection, this airline. See how ChatGPT did that? Now in the agentic era, I could just tell my agentic AI, which duplicate myself, which is available now. Okay, I'm going to Okinawa. Book me with the best airline and the best hotel, and arrange my Uber pickup. It will do it. It's like an assistant, and you could use that in your business, in our business. A lot of
Mhm.
people still don't know that because the leader now in our online platform, they're so busy building the business that they don't have the time to go into that. And I have the time to go into that. They're now talking about $1 million solopreneur, which means I don't need employees. Like I just need everything, and I could run $1 million business. There are now billionaire solopreneurs,
Mhm.
and that's something new. And like you can ask the whole of Enagic, 2 million distributor, who's got 10 million subscriber, none, just me.
That's right. Yeah.
I challenge
That speaks
everybody.
for itself. Yeah.
How could I do that? I could post 10 videos today, a day. I have 1 million viewers every day. Like I could post 20 videos of me without me shooting a video. But I have 20 videos. I could come up with it using AI. I got my clones. I got my apps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, going back to our business, okay? Remember, the strength of your business is how you are able to communicate to other people your company, your product, your opportunity. It's a good company, we have a good product, and we have good opportunity. So now, how do you put that on a framework, it's called? Now, I'm talking the internet way now because you have the framework on a face-to-face offline selling, which you do a demo. That's your framework, the demo, the 1 hour demo. Now, this is the framework of the onliner. It's a 3-minute communication. Framework is what was I before I joined the business? What's my situation? Okay. And why do I want to join the business? And then number 2, how did I join the business? And number 3, what happened to me after I joined the business? If you're already a distributor, what happened to me? Those 3, you have to master that and compact it in a 1 to the most is 3-minute video. And you have to make a lot of that. For instance, I'm Romy Verdera and I was broke, I have no
Mm-hmm.
job. I was selling Dunkin' Donut, and I don't like that kind of life anymore. I don't like not having money. So
Yeah.
I met my friend who introduced me to this Enagic business or online business. And I looked, I joined, and now forget about it. I've been in 20 years now. Like I built and bought 12 houses. I got 3 of them on the ocean front. I got boats and everything, and I travel all over the world first class. I built 10 churches. I sent 20 of my nieces and nephews to college. And we can say it, but I make millions of dollars.
That's so encouraging and
Uh,
motivating me.
I mean, your biggest month? My biggest month, I made over $1 million in 1 month.
It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
don't do it every month, but it's
Yeah.
possible. I put that in a 3-minute thing and I do it differently and you put it out, everyone will join me. I'm not even doing it. Like I'm doing my evangelization video. But that's called a framework in the online way. And then you get leads. That becomes your prospect. And then you convert them. You master how you convert them.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your advice? How to convert them? Like to do the follow-up, right? But
Okay.
what is
Again, it depends on like again the age and the system. In the old way, converting them is doing them a demo, explain or the hybrid one is sending them a video. Like for instance, I have a friend in Chicago from a long, long time ago. I just keep sending him a video, and sure enough, he bought. And then this is still the old time way. So it's a hybrid thing. After me sending video of our water and the testimony and all those things, they bought. So I said, okay, I'm gonna fly to Chicago and book yourself appointments. We're gonna start Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make it 3 hours apart from each other. You book all because the person already bought the machine and they're interested in doing the business, the couple. So I said, I'm gonna fly Fridays up to Sunday. So we did maybe three presentation a day, 3 or 4. By Sunday, they're doing the presentation themselves from watching me. And then I left and they became a 6A because they saw me do demo for 3 days. They became a 6A. Now that's a hybrid way. I got them online by sending them video to watch,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of videos, I think 7 or 8 different videos, from YouTube. and then they joined. People can make decisions, from watching videos. So that's just one way. Now, in the online way, conversion is just a numbers game. They give you the email number. You put them in this thing called sales funnel that fits email to them at an interval, and by the fourth, the fifth, the sixth email, it boils down to, so are you joining? Which one do you like? I sent somebody to these videos, and at the end, the person joined, and I thought she was just gonna join. Some Filipino here in Tanana. I thought she was gonna join and buy a K8, and then she said, Romy, I watched the video. The trifecta is better, so she bought a $10,000 trifecta. I didn't even explain it. She watched the video herself. So now, like I said, there are different platforms of the different groups. Now it just started, I think, a month or two ago. We now have it inside Enagic through the EWS, this online thing. Okay, it all starts with what's called a landing page, where you send people, and then on the landing page you have a little video, things like those, and then they're in, and then you follow the training. My son actually is doing the training, I think, every week on
Yes.
EWS.
Last Saturday it was your son Jason, right? And your
Yes.
daughter, his wife Nellie, right?
Yeah, yes.
Nice couple, very lovely couple. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Very nice couple.
Yeah, so follow that. Sign up for EWS if you're not, and follow those trainings, because we never had that inside Enagic until now. We have it now,
It's like the best tool you can get, right?
Yeah, so make the most of it. So before, this online platform exists only in different teams. Now we have it inside Enagic, and you just follow it.
Wonderful. Yeah, like you said, Mr. Verdera, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. There is no person without a story.
Yeah.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a pain point, something that happened in his life, and that's why we want to change our lives. So everybody has a story.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And your story doesn't have to be so far advanced. Like you don't say like, oh, I don't have Mr. Verdera's story like this. No, because you only have to be a little bit ahead of the person you're prospecting, just a little bit. In fact, my story sometimes doesn't come out good because it's too far away from most people, So most people have this little story. Like I've attended training in Dominican Republic, 200 young girls. There's only a few men in it, they're all vlogging. And like, for instance, one video I saw says like, I have a little kid. I just want to have my little kid go to private school, and I don't have money to send my kid to a private school. And I told my husband, I'm gonna join this online business, and I have to buy a machine, to join. And my husband doesn't want it. But then, even though he didn't let me, I just did it. Now he's a dust tree. She's a dust tree. and her son is in the private school, and they now live in a high-rise building. And they have more money, and they don't have to work. Things like that.
Yeah, it's good to be authentic. It's good to
Yeah.
be authentic, who we are, and just share our story. And yeah. Yeah, I remember yours when you mentioned also how Bible helps you. You read the Bible every single day, and
Every day.
and that's how you are excited. You said you are excited to wake up every day, every morning. You are excited, and it stayed with me. And we asked you, what's the source of your excitement? And you said, it's the Bible. You read the Bible every day. You know the Bible stories, almost every Bible story. And you said also that you are like a Moses, bringing people to promised land. So you're bringing people to an edge of the promised land So
Yeah.
that was very, very inspirational.
Yes. You might want to watch YouTube videos of the story of Joseph. Joseph, the prince of Egypt. Because Joseph is one brother of, remember the 12 sons of Jacob? He was the youngest. So the other brothers threw him on a pit and left him there. And then they told their father Jacob, "Oh, Joseph was eaten by a lion, I think." He's gone, but they actually left Joseph out there, and somebody picked him up and then brought him to his home. They make him their servant. And then Joseph, who was a servant and became a servant, and eventually he became the servant of the Pharaoh, and eventually he became a prince of Egypt.
There
But
we go.
I know that whole story. I love I learned the story of David. David, the shepherd boy who became
David and Goliath?
David and Goliath, the king of
Yeah, yeah,
Israel.
yeah. Mm,
So you will see stories of people who just go by their faith, that God will bring them up. And God really did. And you gotta hold on to that.
yeah. Romy, since we have not that long time, I would like give the audience a chance. Maybe they can ask you something they
Okay.
have on their heart, or like share their opinion or something. So does anyone want to ask something or want to say something, share something with us? Please feel welcome to do that right now.
Um,
Maybe in the chat I saw some questions.
yeah, but I think there's one question, right?
I think Eric Nguyen wrote, Mr. Romy, how important is your faith to you in your busy world of business?
How important is what?
Your faith.
Okay. I tell you, it's what I would say brought me to where I am today. That's why every day I really upgrade or take care of my faith. First thing I do, for instance, you might want to read this book. I just read Jesus Today by Sarah Young. You
Mhm.
you you converse with Jesus, and I have several of these books lying all over me, because first thing in the morning they says you're like a boat or a ship. You have to set the sail to a certain destination. Otherwise, if you don't set your direction, you're just gonna float in the water and probably end up in a rock. So first thing in the morning, I gotta set my brain straight, as soon as I wake up. I mean, don't watch the news. See, I like watching the news about Donald Trump and the Iran war, but I do
Mm.
it later during the day, not in the morning. Because the first thing that you read and you listen to, and I have my iPad and I have my iPhone, and I listen. I listen to this guy, David Diga Hernandez. I listen to Andrew Womack. I listen to okay. Follow my YouTube channel. I built a new one called Romy Verdera Das 8 Principle. Das is DASH. Das 8 Principles. Because I'm gonna post there a whole lot of something pertaining to mindset and building the business.
Mhm.
Separate from my evangelization YouTube channel that have 10 million subscribers. I'm starting like a business type YouTube video. All the principles I learned that made me a DAS 8. You lose faith, you lose everything.
Mhm. That's also my opinion, because what's crazy is like faith brought me into this thing with Energic,
Mhm.
because I was baptized 2 months, no, 1 month ago. I was like born and raised Buddhist, but now I'm also Catholic. And with energetic, I think it's really interesting how the element water is connected with the story in the Bible and also with energetic. That in the Bible, they say water gives life, and water also like takes away the sin and also is renewing the life of someone. And I feel right now that this is happening with me with Energic. It changed my life. It changed how I think about things. It changed my mindset and also the connections that I'm doing right now with other people, you know? And that's why I think it's really beautiful for me to see how everything is like aligning for me with that.
Yeah. You might want to get a notebook and gather scriptures from the Bible. You can use
Yeah.
ChatGPT or Google about
Yeah.
faith. For instance, it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things yet unseen. Okay, for instance, can you see yourself becoming a dash 3, dash 4, dash 5, dash 6, dash 7 like Diemla and dash 8? What will make Diemla dash 8 is her
Mm-hmm.
faith that she's gonna make it. Because if you lose
Mm-hmm.
that, then you don't get there. There's no
Mm-hmm.
substance to your dream. That's why it says faith is the substance of things hoped for. Without faith, there's
Yeah.
no substance to your dreams. Your dreams are
Yeah.
just wishes, you know.
That's a really like powerful theme to also come to slowly to the end of the Zoom because I think it's
Mhm.
really also encouraging other people to see that faith is also the most important thing to believe in it. That's also
Mhm.
the thing I'm working on it right now to believe in myself and to believe in this that this can happen. So I don't think that anyone have any questions more, I think.
Yeah. There was a
Yeah.
question. They wanted us to type the YouTube channel, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
it's there. So they
mm-hmm.
can see it, they can follow.
Yeah, I follow. It was
Follow
me.
my
It
channel.
was me.
Please, from
Romy Verdera.
Hello.
So
Yeah,
I
I
have
did
two
follow
YouTube channels.
because I saw the channel and I
Mhm.
will watch this in my
Yeah.
free time.
Also
Yeah.
my Facebook, Romy Verdera Facebook.
perfect, perfect.
Okay.
I cannot thank enough, Mr. Verdera. We could listen to you hours and hours.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
thought the Zoom would
very
be so long.
amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yes.
finish this Zoom. I would keep
Yeah.
going, but
Yes. So
Okay.
everybody, I think everybody unmute and say thank you, Mr. Romy.
thank
Mhm.
And so everybody from the US and Canada that will see him face to face in the we have event in the August 22nd and 23rd
Yes.
as a Sunday California.
Yes.
Yes. And
Mhm.
if somebody that go to the Japan June 21st 22nd, we'll
Yes.
see him in the Okinawa. And he will be in Canada in September 20th with with us. Yes. And so I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Romy and Miss Jenny and Miss Miriam and Mr. Davis and especially all the leader here today. Very, very awesome Zoom. And so Mr. Davis, so you want to say something? Yeah.
Oh, yes, everybody. It was a great presentation as usual, Mr. Pereira. So we were talking about the door that we didn't know that was open. So I asked everybody here, what door did you just have it open and now that compared to an hour ago? Yeah, after you listen to Mr. Pereira, you could put it in the chat. Did you see your door coming open for you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I see many doors open. All of a sudden, I see many doors open. So wonderful, wonderful Zoom, and I thank you very much. And we'll look forward to see you in person in August for sure.
thank
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much,
On
Sister
my
Romy.
sister.
Thank you, everybody.
Today we
Thank
have
you.
studied a lot.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
We both
And I
know.
see everybody 2 weeks
Weeks.
on the English Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Uh,
Yes.